Nobody's bigger than the team. If players don't work hard accordingly to what my standards are for the team.
And strikes. Oh no, he's missed! Oh no,
It's cashback, guys.
Lose one game on your multi-bet and get cashback on ODBets.
Iko fiti, day ya kwanza, wachezaji wengi, most of them wamefika, so still ni first session, shake off of course, most of us are still fatigued, but the feeling is positive. Each and every player is ready for the assignment ahead. Of course, it's another opportunity ya kwenda kucheza away. We've been playing most of our games on home soil, and we've had a good support from the fans, and the Kenyans really showed massive support for the national team. So now it's another opportunity to go and test ourselves outside the country and see how we can perform when we are playing also outside the country. But I believe it's another opportunity also still to rebuild the squad, to get exposure, at this level, because the fixtures for us, they are dead rubber clashes, but we still want to have a positive impact on the last two games.
We're looking forward to break that record, all-time top scorer.
Well, honestly, not so much. It's not on my mind. The most important thing for me is just to try and work hard, to try and help the team in whichever way that is possible, if by scoring, by defending, by being there, to try and lead the other players. So, not really in my mind, but of course it will be nice to do it.
How would you feel getting to that mindset?
Of course, it's a good achievement that any player will want to do, and looking forward to hopefully someday to be able to be all-time top scorer. But still, at the end of the day, it's still a lot of hard work to be done. But of course, it's a great feeling that any player will aspire to do.
Mike, of course, that is the end of World Cup anymore. What have been the lessons and regrets so far from this campaign that you can take forward?
I think most likely is we need to take advantage. First of all, the infrastructure. Really, we didn't start the campaign quite well, and the infrastructure also was lagging behind. But right now, you can see from the recent CHAN games and the recent also matches that we had here, with the massive support that we have at home, I believe we could have done better, but still, then again, it goes to show that the competition, we need to start the tournaments much more stronger, and also take advantage of each and every game that you play at home.
Mike, what's the difference between the last time we faced of Burundi and Ivory Coast and now, and what are the positives in terms of the squad?
I think the difference is when we play the first leg, each and every team was aspiring, to qualify for the World Cup, but I believe for both of us now, it's quite realistically impossible to qualify, but I believe it's a much more good opportunity for us also to go and test ourselves, outside there, and to play, of course, with such a good team in their home background. It's going to be a real test also for us. Also, the conditions there in terms of the pitch, they are different from what we are used to playing here. There is the AstroTurf, so it poses another great challenge, and we want to see how we can handle it.
Captain, looking at West Africa, we're not good travelers as a country. We don't win plenty of our weekends. Does that pose an opportunity to prove to the rest of Africa that Harambee Stars is making progress, or is also you're looking at it from a cautious perspective that these are the African champions?
Well, of course, they are the African champions, and the first game we took a point in the first fixture, and it was a really fantastic game. The team played quite well. So it's another opportunity, like I said, to go and face them in their own backyard. Of course, it's been difficult for us to travel to West Africa. The last time we were there against Cameroon and Gabon, they ended in defeat. But we hope that we can change the tidings with the new wave in the national team. We hope that we can also perform better in away matches.
Lawrence Owino in the Harambee Stars squad. What are your thoughts? I know there's a special connection between the two of you.
Well, he's been working hard and he deserves the opportunity just like any other player playing in Kenya and all the players that played in the Under-20 World Cup, in the Under-20 AFCON. I believe most of them, they are talented, and whoever works hard, the coach is fair, and he has his eyes all over the country. So I believe it's just by merit, and hopefully he can do what he does best.
Thank you, Kapi.
Asante.
For Ivory Coast. You want to make a name with them?
Hi there, how are you? You good, everyone? No, of course, listen. It's World Cup qualifiers. It's an opportunity for us to try and collect maximum points. But we know what's at stake as well, and we know that it's us going into the Lions Den, because for Ivory Coast, a win would definitely secure them automatic qualification for the World Cup. But yeah, we're not here to do favors for anyone. So for us, we go in there to play a match against a team that we want to win. We want to earn 3 points, and that's our task, our objective. And for us to lose, we have to lose to a team that we knew we had no opportunities, no possibilities of winning the game. That's the only way. We come out there not victorious, because our opponents were much superior than us. But other than that, they're gonna really have to earn a place to play in the World Cup qualifiers.
Looking at your squad, Coach, you've been with your squad for a few months now, but you've gotten time to understand the players, I'm guessing. Do you look at this as an opportunity to go and show Africa the progress that Kenya is making? Or are you going to look at it from a pragmatic point of view, where these are the African champions and we just have to give them the respect that they deserve?
No, listen. We respect any team. Doesn't matter who we play. We respect our opponents, because it's just who we are as human beings, as people. You respect your peers, but when you walk over that white lines and then the respect disappears, and then it's about us wanting to showcase where we're at and the qualities that we have, and that's what we're going to do. So just because we play in Ivory Coast, now we have to lose all our dignity because of we playing the African champions, or they play in one of Africa's strongest nations out there. Like, doesn't work like that. Football is not played on paper, it's played on the pitch, and we going out there to play the best football that we possibly can, and hopefully to win. And I'm sure they come into that match exactly the same mindset as we.
Last time we played Burundi, it was a deflating result, a draw, and back at home everyone felt that we should have beaten Burundi. Do you see it as a revenge mission? Do you see it as a must-win game?
I'm saying it an opportunity for the boys to flex their muscles, to flex their legs, and showcase where we at as a national team now. We've improved so much since the last time we played Burundi. We'll analyze that game and see where we've made fast improvements, and we want to go there, and not about revenge, because I'm not one for revenging on anybody. I just like to do the job well, and when you come out victorious, and then you enjoy that far more than what you enjoy revenge, because they didn't do anything to us, or to me for that matter. We weren't good enough to go there to beat them the first time, and we let them off the hook. So it can't be a revenge match for me. It's just we want to prepare well and be as best prepared as we possibly can, so that we can go there and make use of the opportunities that will present itself in the game, and then try not to make the same mistake by letting them off the hook and getting a draw instead of a game that you should win, and vice versa.
Coach,
Coach Austin, back in the squad, what are your thoughts? And also, you don't have full house yet, so does that mean the remaining players who are yet to arrive, do you expect them to arrive before you leave, or they will link up with the squad in Burundi?
Yeah, no, I think everybody arrives today. So some was in time because they played Sunday, and they could arrive. They could leave early Sunday and be here for Monday morning, and some caught the later flight. And in the case of Adam Wilson, he got delayed in Amsterdam, and then his flight was cancelled. So he had to overnight. So he traveled this morning. So he'll arrive later today, later in the evening. So yeah, and then Timo, together with I think 3 or 4 more arrival players, then we have a full squad. So by the time we travel, yeah, we'll have everybody present, and I'm glad somebody's happy for the inclusion of a certain player. Yeah, well, I think he got the message. He's worked hard. He's played every single game for his team thus far, earned himself a captaincy. So very pleased for the boy, and obviously I hope he can continue on that path. And as long as he does that, and he shows that, you know, his qualities comes through, shines through for his club, and he'll be part and parcel of the national team, because like I said, he was part of my Chan squad and he was an important member. But nobody's bigger than the team. If players don't work hard accordingly to what my standards are for the team, then you'll find yourself out the team. Whether you score 5 goals or 2 goals or 3 goals, doesn't matter. Everyone has to work hard, and he's gone and done that, so he earns himself a recall to the national team. So happy for him, proud of him as well, and I hope you guys will be happy too, because yeah.
Coach,
2 questions, please.
Coach Bennie, as we wind up our World Cup qualifier, recently we've seen you watching our local league. What is the plan? Is it part of your process towards AFCON 2027?
Yeah, of course. And of course, I'm the national team coach. It's always for players to have that sense of awareness that the national team coach is there watching games and seeing the progress of the players that's been part of the setup since I've joined, and also for players who's on the fringes, who's looking to break into the national team, for them to showcase and also take the opportunity to try and play the best football that you can, because you might do something special that caught my eye and my coach's eye, and you find yourself in the frame of the national team. So it's a good opportunity, and it's also where you can improve the league, because yeah, when national team coaches go watch matches, the standard kind of raises a little bit. So we try and go and watch as many games as we can. Sometimes I can't personally be there, but my rest of my technical team's always there to, you know. So yeah, it's important for the local players to feel that we don't exclude them in anything, you know, that our focus is only on the overseas based players and see what they're doing and forget about the local players. No, we one team here, so everybody as important as the captain or the overseas players. The local based players are just as much as important to me and to the country, to the national team, than everybody in the squad.
Dola?
Coach, a first call up for Lawrence Okoth. Of course, we saw him in the under-20 Africa.
Developing young talent, and like I said, I'm in a position at this point in time where we don't have the luxury of winning one game and then you qualify for the World Cup. So we're just out of the qualifying range. So now you can bring in young players and new players and giving them an opportunity to play in the national team. And yeah, Lawrence, I saw him playing AFCON under 20, but at that time we had Masoud Juma, who's a very experienced and a very well-traveled international player. We had Jonah Olunga, who's also playing really well for his team. So injuries occurs, and then this is an opportunity for you to rope in some of the young players and give them a taste of international football. And I hope the boy appreciate the opportunity that he gets. And when he gets the opportunity, if he gets to be called upon in one of the matches, then he must take it with both hands, because 2027 is around the corner and we're building for AFCON.
For you? Coach, do you have any injury concerns?
Some slight injury problems, but hopefully by the time when we get to Burundi and Thursday match, we would have assessed and see the levels that the players are at, and then if we can move. So Rooney Onyango was one of them. He was struggling with a little problem at his club, but he's done the scans and all the medical testing that was needed, and everything checked out okay. So we'll monitor him during the training sessions leading up until the game. The captain also had some concerns a little bit with hamstring, but like I said, it's again just 3 days time. We want to give him as much training under his belt as possible and see how he feels when we get closer to the game on Thursday. And then the third one was Alpha also last game for Goromaya. He came off, so precaution. So we'll again check during the training sessions on seeing how we'll manage them. But everybody else 100% fit. So yeah, we're looking good for the next 2 games that we're facing.
Thank you.
Pata karibu bonus ukijoin Onibet.